Okay, that's the warm-up over. So swimmers, please leave the pool. That's the warm-up now finished. The coaches, if you could also let the swimmers in the other pool know, that'd be appreciated. Okay, once again, welcome everybody to the West District Short Course Champs Weekend 1. This is day 2. Today we've got our senior swimmers, 15, 16 and 17 plus. Welcome to all the spectators, all the coaches and officials. As always, your help is much appreciated. Just to let you know, we are a Meet Mobile 2022 WD Short Course Championships. And before we start, we'll do our health and safety. Oh, and welcome people online as well, of course. Welcome to everyone watching on live stream. Fantastic to have you here. I'm Stuart Stevenson. Alongside me here is Jackie Smith. It's a pleasure to have you. So we'll have our health and safety for the people in the venue before we start the first race. So in the event of emergency, a siren will sound and staff will direct you to the nearest exit. Please ensure you keep all fire exits clear. Take a look around and check where the nearest exits are. No glass items or outdoor footwear is to be worn poolside. And swimmers on leaving poolside, please dry off and wear appropriate dry clothing and footwear. Please keep the stairways clear. Do not sit in the stairs. And do not use your mobile phones in the changing rooms, toilets or shower areas. Anyone wishing to take photos or videos, there are forms at the meet information desk at the top of the stairs. Videos cannot be posted on unsecure websites, but you can post them on secure club websites. And just to announce our senior officials for this session, we have referees Arlene Tennant. Round of applause. Supported by Jennifer Neal. And our starters are Lindsay Hamilton and Fiona Sinnott. Thank you to our senior officials. Thank you to all officials involved today. First race is the boys, 15 and over, 400 metre IM.
So this is event 301, the first of 3 heats in the boys 15 and over 400 metre IM this morning. And in the pool, heat 1, lane 2, Finley Sang, City of Glasgow. Lane 3, Alfie Churches, City of Glasgow. 4, Marcus Blake, City of Glasgow. 5, Aaron Dunn, City of Glasgow. 6, Yusuf Ibrahim, City of Glasgow. And 7, Findlay Cunningham, Ren 96. And after the first 50, it's Finley Sang over in lane 2 who are leading the field. Lane 4, Marcus Blake, swimming well, as is Finley Cunningham from Ren 96. 3 boys are 1, 2 and 3 at the moment as they come down to complete the first 100 metres. And move on to the backstroke. After a good turn there, it's lane 4, Marcus Blake. It's just ahead of the field. And so come up to the turn, Marcus, followed by Finley and Finley in lanes 7 and 2 turn together. Sitting in behind these 3 boys, Alfie Churches, Aaron Dunn and Yusuf Ibrahim. But it is still lane 4, Marcus Blake, who's got himself body length ahead of the field as he turns first. In behind him, the Ren 96 swimmer, Finley Cunningham, and then Finley Stang from City of Glasgow. As Marcus comes down to complete his backstroke section of his IM this morning and moves into a breaststroke. So it's still Marcus, followed by Finley Cunningham, followed by Finley Sang. At lane 5, Aaron Dunn moving up, as is Alfie Churches, beginning to catch Finley Sang over there in lane 2. But it is still Marcus Blake. Has a good lead in this field this morning. Finley Cunningham in lane 7 is in second. And Finley Sang has got himself moved ahead firmly into third place at the moment, with the 3 boys behind him almost turning together here as they come into the last 50 of the breaststroke. So the entry times this morning range from 5:26.60 through to 5:47.40. And here comes Marcus to the turn as he goes into the freestyle. He's turning there in a time of 3:55.12, followed behind him the Ren 96 swimmer, Finley Cunningham, 4:02.65, and Finley Stang, 4:07.09, as they go into the final stages of their race this morning. And in behind these 3 boys, battle going on to try and get themselves into the places. 2 boys from City of Glasgow, Aaron Dunn, Yusuf Ibrahim, turning together there. But this is Marcus's race. As he turns, he's got less than 50 meters to go. Finley Cunningham in second and Finley Stang in third. Aaron Dunn has got himself into fourth. Can he do anything to catch any of the 3 leaders? As Marcus Blake comes into the closing stages of his race this morning, and he completes that in a time of, it's not yet showing on the scoreboard, 5:05.39. So that's good improvement on his entry time. Finley Cunningham, 5:17.29, another significant improvement on his entry time. And in behind him, Finley Stang from City of Glasgow, 5:22.18. Again, an improvement on his entry time. Well done, boys. And that's the results confirmed. Marcus Blake, Finley Cunningham, Finley Stang, your 1, 2, and 3.
Now on to Heat 2. Lane 0, Zach Jeffrey, Ren 96. 1, Keane Smith, City of Glasgow. 2, David Landman, City of Glasgow. 3, Thomas Ingalls from Western Bartonshire. 4 Cameron Craney, Cumbernauld, 5 Fraser McIntosh, East Kilbride, 6 Rory Webster, Dumfries, 7 Harry Keogh from Ren 96, 8 Finlay Nelson, Dumfries, and 9 Nathan Lilly, Bellsill. Cracking start in lane 4, Cameron Craney, the Cumbernauld swimmer. Off very quickly there, going well as well in lane 8, Finlay Nelson. Cameron Craney, 18-year-olds from Cumbernauld. So ages in this one range from 15 through to 18. Cameron being the senior swimmer of this pool. Going well at the moment. But a really good start as well over in lane 8, Finlay Nelson. Really not much in it at this stage after the butterfly into the backstroke. So 1:03.04. Good bit quicker than the first heat. A couple of seconds. But it's these two boys together just now, Cameron and Finlay. Cameron's entry 5:01.00. So we'll be looking to challenge that time, possibly try to get underneath the 5-minute mark. Quickest from the previous heat was 5:05.39, so that's the target there for 15-year-olds. Cameron still holding his lead here at the halfway point of the backstroke. Finlay Nelson second, and third at the moment is Tom Ingalls in lane 3. Pretty close though for third place. A few of the swimmers bunched up. There's about 4 in a line here, just sitting behind in fourth. Coming through in lane 1 now is Keane Smith from City of Glasgow. Very strong backstroke leg from him. He's come through into second place. Still Cameron Craney just holding the lead there. 2:30.94. A touch slower now than the first heat. So still Cameron Craney holding that lead. And it's really close for second now between Keane Smith and Finlay Nelson. It's not coming up on the board just now, but possibly Finlay just got his nose in front there. Cameron just holding this. But he's not done and dusted here by any means. He's, I would say, just about a body length ahead now of Finlay Nelson. Finlay Nelson now has crept into the lead with 25 to go on the breaststroke. So Finlay using this breaststroke discipline to his advantage here and looking very strong. Finlay's entry 5:13.66. So he'll certainly be challenging that time at this rate. So Finlay just get his nose in front at the moment. Coming through now into third in lane 3 is Thomas Ingalls. So that third spot has changed once again. So Finlay Nelson, Cameron Craney, Tom Ingalls are 1, 2, 3 as they go into the freestyle. Also in touch there over in lane 1, Keane Smith. So it's going to be a pretty close one here, I think, between these swimmers. But pulling away now is Finlay Nelson, the Dumfries swimmer, 15-year-old in lane 8. Looking very good here. So with 50 to go, 4:24.95 for Finlay. Really close for second place. Keane Smith just a fraction ahead over Cameron Craney and Tom Ingalls, all locked together there. Just making a move off that turn and going clear into second is Keane Smith. Now in the last turn here, Finlay Nelson has left something in the tank here, and Finlay will not be caught now. Finlay's entry 5:13.66, and a fantastic time there from Finlay, 4:57.31, well under the 5 minutes. Keane Smith 5:01.59 in second, and it's Fraser McIntosh, strong finish there, 5:04.99 in third.
So we come to the final heat of event 301 this morning. Lane 0, Roger Scrangrelis, City of Glasgow. 1, Jake Holmes, City of Glasgow. 2, Lewis Lawyer, City of Glasgow. 3, Michael Flynn, City of Glasgow. 4, Donald Bissett, University of Stirling. 5, Joss Press, University of Stirling. 6, Matthew Garrity, City of Glasgow. 7, Adam Scott, Ren 96. 8, Guy Pelosi, City of Glasgow, and an empty lane 9. And it is lane 5, Joss Press, the 19-year-old from the University of Stirling, who has taken an early lead in this swim, his swim this morning. And sitting in behind him, Michael Flynn, Donald Bissett. Michael in lane 3 from City of Glasgow. Donald Bissett, also University of Stirling. As the boys move into the backstroke. And it is still the center of the pool. Josh Press leading the field. Michael Flynn, Donald Bissett, are your 1, 2, and 3 at this stage of the race. As Josh turns there in a time of 1:34.07. Michael in behind him. And Donald Bissett. So they're maintaining this in the 1, 2, and 3. As they're coming down to the halfway mark of their 400 IM this morning. Michael's just pulled away from Donald a little bit to secure second at this stage. As Josh turns and moves into the breaststroke. Things can change here. Let's see who's got the stroke here. We can see Donald beginning to make a move, using his breaststroke well, making the move on Michael alongside him. And he's now got himself into second, but Michael's still in touch. Not that far behind him. But it is still the 19-year-old from the University of Stirling, Josh Press, who is leading the field as he moves into the second 50 meters of the breaststroke. Donald is beginning to move away from Michael. Donald is in lane 5, Michael lane 4. I beg your pardon. Donald's lane 4 and Michael's lane 3. Apologies for that. Donald's looking to try and close the gap between himself and the leader, his fellow teammate, Josh Press. But it is still Josh. Turns there 3:24.89 as we move into the final 100 meters of this race and the freestyle. Can Donald catch his club mate? I think Michael's a little bit too far out of touch, but we wait and see what he's got left. The gap is closing between 1 and 2 with just over 50 meters to go. As Josh turns for the final time. I beg your pardon, that's not right. It's just got just over 25 meters left to go. And it looks like this is going to be his race this morning. Probably too much for Donald alongside him to do. But I think your 1, 2, and 3 are going to be Josh Press, Donald Bissett, Michael Flynn. As Josh comes home in a time there of 4:29.19. An improvement on his entry time of 4:28.46. In behind him, Donald Bissett, 4:33.77. And Michael Flynn from City of Glasgow, 4:40.24. Jake Holmes in 4th, and Matthew Garrity in behind him in 5th. And as Guy Pelosi comes in, beg pardon, Roger Scringelis comes in to complete his race. That completes event 301, and it's now the turn of the girls. Event 302, and we have 3 heats in the girls 400 IM.
This is the first of 3 heats in our girls 15 over 400 IM. 5 swimmers in this heat. Lane 2, Sophie Steele, South Ayrshire. Lane 3, Emma Chambers, Cumbernauld. 4, Georgia Reid, City of Glasgow. 5, Emma Barrowan from Stranraer. And 6, Emily Dickens, City of Glasgow. This times here range from 5:41 through to 5:52. Quickest on entry is Emma Barrowan. And first over the first 50 there, Georgia Reid, 33.71. Very close in lanes 4, 5, and 6. Georgia, Emma, and Emily. So these 3 girls locked together just now. So we have 4 15-year-olds and a 16-year-old. The 16-year-old Georgia Reid. Beg your pardon, I said before the quickest is 5:41. On entry it's actually 5:39.80, and that is Georgia. And it's Georgia, quickest over the fly discipline there, 1:12.69. She goes into her backstroke. Good turn there by Emily Dickens as well. So Emily's in second, just a fraction ahead of Emma Barrowan. Swimmers in 4th and 5th locked together just now. Emma Chambers, Sophie Steele. So Georgia Reid's looking pretty smooth at the moment on her back. Just staying in front, about a body length ahead of Emily Dickens, her teammate. Emma Barrowan maybe just losing a little bit of ground there, but she's still in touch. Sophie, Emma, again, still locked together there. So Georgia Reid just holding that lead that she gained on the butterfly. Staying about the same distance apart over Emily throughout that backstroke. As we go into the breaststroke now. So still the same 1, 2, 3. Georgia, Emily, Emma. Georgia looking pretty good on the breaststroke so far. So Georgia will be competing in the 16-year-old category here, the rest in the 15-year-old category. As she turns halfway through her breaststroke. Again, a very strong turn there, Emily Dickens in lane 6. Drawn up a little bit now is Emma Barrowan. So Emma's just making a little move here. Stranraer swimmer. So she's drawn up beside Emily Dickens now. Almost beside her, just trying to catch her. Emily's spotted the danger here, but just got her nose in front. Well clear now, Georgia Reid. Emma Barrowman has just moved up there now into second place. Still Georgia Reid out in front as she goes into a freestyle. Emma Barrowman's going to turn second into the free. And Emily Dickens third. Emma Chambers made up some good ground there on the breaststroke. Maybe a wee bit much to do on the freestyle, but she'll give it a go. So still Georgia out in front now. This is where the arms start to tire on this 400 metre individual medley. So we'll see who's got the strength towards the last part of this race. Georgia well clear now. I don't see her giving up that lead. Little spurt of energy there from Emily Dickens. Now taking over the second place again. So Emily's now taken over from Emma in second. And they're trying to challenge Georgia Reid, but Georgia is too far ahead. She won't be caught at this stage. So now Emily Dickens up into second, Emma Barrowman third. And Emma Chambers not too far behind there, over in line 3. But it will be Georgia Reid, the 16-year-old, who takes this heat. Georgia's entry, 5:39.80. And she comes in at 5:34.46. 5 seconds below. Good swim there. Also good swim from Emily Dickens. 10 seconds underneath her entry, 5:37. Emma Barrowman, 5:42. Good finish there. Over in lane 3, Emma Chambers, as Sophie Steele now comes in to finish her race. And now we move on to heat 2.
And we move on to Heat 2, Event 302. Lane 0, Zuzia Smith, Grangemouth. 1, Lucy Nimmo, Bells Hill Sharks. 2, Hannah Edmiston, City of Glasgow. 3, Kira Davidson, City of Glasgow. 4, Ailey Robertson, South Ayrshire. 5, Victoria Niven, City of Glasgow. 6, Ava Kirkham, Grangemouth. 7, Ayla Cochrane, City of Glasgow. 8, Victoria Grabowska, West Dunbartonshire. And 9, Rosie Liston, City of Glasgow. And after the first 50, it is Kira Davidson leading the field, 17-year-old from City of Glasgow. And in behind her, we see Ailey Robertson from South Ayrshire. It's turning second. Not much between the girls in third place. Alongside Kira, Hannah Edmiston, I think, may have just turned third there. As the girls come up to the turn and move on to the backstroke, it is Kira Davidson, Ailey Robertson, Hannah Edmiston, 1, 2, and 3. Kira turning there in a time of 1:11.06. Ailey Robertson within half a body length of her. As they come up to the turn, it is Kira, closely followed by Ailey Robertson. And I think it is still Hannah Edmiston in third. Just moving away from the pool for a moment. Got some results here for event 301. Boys 15-year-old 400 IM. First place, Adam Scott, Ren 96. Second, Finley Nelson, Dumfries. Third, Rogers Congrelis, City of Glasgow. Boys 16-year-old 400 IM. First place, Jake Holmes, City of Glasgow. Second, Guy Pelosi, City of Glasgow. Third, Thomas Ingalls, West Dunbartonshire. Boys 17 and over, 400 IM. First place, Joshua Press, University of Stirling. Second place, Donald Bissett, University of Stirling. And third, Michael Flynn, City of Glasgow. So looking back at the pool, it is now Ailey Robertson, the South Ayrshire swimmer, who has taken over the lead. And as the girls move into the breaststroke section, the latter half of their 400 IM this morning. And it's Ailey Robertson, Ciara Davidson, Hannah Edmiston, 1, 2 and 3. As Ailey comes up to the turn. In behind these three girls, Lucy Nimmo, lane 1, swimming well. I think she's up in 4th at the moment. And in behind her, lane 6, Ava Kirkham from Grangemouth. But it's Ailey Robertson who is beginning to move away from Ciara Davidson, using her breaststroke well to move away from the rest of the field, so that she's in a good position as we come into the final section of the IM. A couple of body lengths ahead at the moment, moving away from Ciara Davidson all the time. As Ailey comes up to the turn. Turns, and she's got 100 meters to go, freestyle. Can Ciara catch her? As Ailey used her breaststroke well and got enough of a lead to keep herself in first place. In behind Ciara, Hannah Davidson. And looking to catch her and get into the placings there would be Lucy Nimmo over in lane 1. But it's Ailey Robertson who's coming up to the turn, the final 50 meters of her race this morning. Ciara Davidson is going to turn second, but close on her heels is her fellow teammate Hannah Edmiston. And Anna is moving within half a body length of Ciara. And looking strong as she comes up to the final turn and she's got the second place now as she turns and heads for home. But it is Ailey Robertson who's got herself well established ahead of the field and is going to take this race this morning and does so in a time of 5:15.83. Hannah Edmiston touching second, Ciara Davidson third. So fantastic times on the basis of the girls' entry times this morning. I'm sure that Ailey will be pleased with that. Her entry time 5:25.28. And we move on to Heat 3.
Okay, this is our third and final heat of this event. Lane 0, Louise Connell, City of Glasgow. 1, Caris Mooney, City of Glasgow. 2, Kirsty Gilmore, Hamilton. 3, Heidi Wren, City of Glasgow. 4, Susie McNair, Stirling Swim. 5, Amy McLeod, City of Glasgow. 6, Ella Stevenson, City of Glasgow. 7, Lexi McCappin from Falkirk. 8, Cassie Wiper, City of Glasgow. And 9, Zoe Crawford from Falkirk. Good start in lane 3 from Heidi Wren. Actually, Susie McNair just ahead there, 31.99 over the first 50. But half a second quicker than Heat 1. Heat 2, I should say. But it's really close here between lanes 3 and 4, Heidi and Susie. over this butterfly. There's about 3 or 4 swimmers in a line in third place, possibly just Kirsty Gilmore in third by a fraction at the moment, but over the first discipline there, 107.79, Susie McNair. It's a good start there from Susie. She is the favourite by quite a way on entry time, 4:57.60. So Stirling swimmer looking good just now. Heidi Wren not too far behind. And still in third, Kirsty Gilmore from Hamilton. Lexi McCappin also going well in 7 and also in 9, Zoe Crawford. So they're well in this race at the moment. But it is Susie McNair still looking strong here, maybe opening up a little bit more of a lead as she progresses through this backstroke. So Susie McNair, Heidi Wren, and between Kirsty Gilmore and Zoe Crawford for thirds. But after the backstroke there, 2:21.68. So a good 10 seconds quicker than Heat 2 for Susie McNair. Susie McNair swimming in the 15-year-old category. Susie had a very good Scottish Nationals and also a good summer in the national meets. Very good year and is continuing that into this season. Now well clear on this breaststroke leg. 3:05.87. So not extending that time any further over Heat 2. That was Ailey Robertson at this time, who also swimming in the 15-year-old category. Looking pretty close for second now, coming right up here in line 7. Lexine McCappin, very strong breaststroke by Lexine. Just behind Lexine is Amy McLeod in lane 5, again using the breaststroke leg to her advantage. So it's all changed in second and third. But Susie McNair now well clear as she goes into her freestyle. 3:49 is the time on the board there. In second place, Lexine McCappin now. Had a very strong, sorry, not Lexine, it's actually Amy McLeod's moved up to second, Lexine thirds. But there's nothing in it, 200s after that breaststroke. So it's going to be a very good race for second place here. No doubt who's going to take this one. Susie McNair with 50 to go. Should be targeting that 4:57 time. But Lexine now into a clear second in lane 7, the Falkirk swimmer. And in third, Amy McLeod. So Susie McNair now coming towards the finish. Can she challenge that 4:57? Not quite, just a wee bit outside. 4:59.43 for Susie McNair. Good swim there. Lexine McCappin is going to come through and take second place. Lexine's entry is 5:18, so that's 5:11.21, 7 seconds under. Great swim there from Lexine. Third place, Amy McLeod, 5:14.20. Fourth, Heidi Wren, 5:15.69. Fifth, Kirsty Gilmore, 5:16.55. Some good times going in there. Quite a few under the entry. Well done, girls. We now move on to the boys, 200 metre freestyle.
And as Stuart said, we now move on to event 303. This is the boys 15 and over 200-meter freestyle. We have 6 heats this morning, and this is heat 1 in the pool. Lane 1, Harris Japp, Adrian Monklands. No swimmer, lane 2. 3, Tyler Stewart, East Kilbride. 4, Alfie Churches, City of Glasgow. 5, Andras Posmic, Ren 96. 6, Freddie Hughes, Bells Hill. 7, Oliver Cairns, Cumbernauld. And 8, Dylan McShane, City of Glasgow. And at this early stage, it is the East Kilbride swimmer, Tyler Stewart, who is leading the field, being challenged by the swimmer in lane 8, Dylan McShane, from City of Glasgow, as well as the Adrian Monkland swimmer, Harris Japp, swimming well over there in lane 1. And coming up now alongside Tyler is Alfie Churches. I think he's got himself into second place and is challenging Tyler as they come up to the turn. I think it's going to be the City of Glasgow swimmer Alfie Churches who turns first. Very close in behind him, Tyler Stewart. And then over in lane 8, Dylan McShane. As Alfie turns first, followed by Tyler, followed by Dylan. That's your 1, 2, and 3. Alf is still just ahead of Tyler. And a battle going on between these two boys as they come up to the closing stages of their race this morning. Looks like it's going to be Alfie. Got himself just about half a body length ahead of Tyler in the closing stages there. And in behind those two boys, it is lane 8, Dylan McShane from City of Glasgow. Alfie Church's time, 2:09.48. Tyler Stewart, 2:10.49. And Dylan McShane, 2:15.87. Just wait for that to be confirmed. And there we go, Alfie Churches, Tyler Stewart, Dylan McShane, 1, 2, and 3.
Now on to Heat 2. Lane 0, Cole Morrison, Stirling Swim. 1, Luke Gardner, Ren 96. 2, Ewan McMahon, Falkirk. 3, Finlay Watson, East Kilbride. 4, Gavin Roberts, City of Glasgow. 5, Callum McLaughlin, City of Glasgow. 6, Magnus Morris, Ren 96. 7, Caden McLaughlin, Scotia. 9, Aaron Dunn, City of Glasgow. And 9, Finlay Cunningham, Ren 96. Pretty close there between lane 7. 29.54. It's Cale McLaughlin just in the lead there after 50 metres. Half a second quicker than Heat 1 so far. But it's pretty close across the pool. Going well in 3 is Finlay Watson, East Kilbride swimmer. Maybe just edging it now as we come to the halfway mark, but it's very close. And it is Finlay Watson, 1:03.03. So about half a second still quicker than Heat 1. This race really is anyone's though. Across lanes 3 to 9. All the boys swimming in a line here. It could be lane 5 now. Callum McLaughlin, City of Glasgow swimmer. He's just made a little burst of energy through that last 50 metres. He turns there at 1:37.60. Just falling a fraction behind Heat 1 now. But it's very close. This is going to go right to the finish, I feel. 3 or 4 boys turning now into their final turn. It is Cal McLaughlin, Magnus Morris, Kieran McLaughlin over there in 3. Finlay Watson also in it. But coming towards the finish, it looks like in 6, Magnus Morris, who might take this one. And he does. Magnus Morris takes it there. 2:10.70. Second, Kieran McLaughlin, 2:11.26. Third, Finlay Watson, 2:11.66. Great race, boys.
And we move on to Heat 3, Lane 0, Rory Calvert, Grangemouth. 1, David Landman, City of Glasgow. 2, Adam Thompson, South Ayrshire. 3, Marcus Blake, City of Glasgow. 4, Alex Black, Bowness. 5, Robbie Carlisle, Hamilton Baths. 6, David Traynor, South Ayrshire. 7, Jack Doherty-Simpson, Scotia. 8, Jamie Gilchrist, East Kilbride. And 9, Finlay Sang, City of Glasgow. And of the first 50, it is Adam Thompson. Turned there in a slightly quicker time than the previous heat, just over 28. Adam still head of the field, but he is being challenged by lane 7, Jamie Gilchrist. And in fact, at the turn here, it's going to be Jamie Gilchrist. No, I beg your pardon. It's Jack Doherty-Simpson. My apologies. So it's Jack Doherty-Simpson in lane 7. He's got himself ahead of the field. And behind him we have Alex Black in lane 4 and Adam Thompson in lane 2. These 3 boys come up to the turn. It's Jack turning first, Alex Black second, and Adam Thompson third at the moment. Adam is being challenged by Marcus Blake for that 3rd place. And the boys turn, Adam and Marcus turn together there. But out in the front, it is Alex Black, the Bowness swimmer. I think he's going to get this. A battle going on for 2nd place alongside him. City of Glasgow swimmer Marcus Blake touches 2nd. In fact, no, I'm sorry, I've got that wrong as well. Adam Thompson 2nd. I think I'll just wait for the official results here. I'm not reading the scoreboard very well. My apologies. And it's Alex Black, Marcus Blake, Adam Thompson, your 1, 2, and 3 there. Alex's time, 2:03.82.
This is Heat 4. 0, Royce Congelis from City of Glasgow. 1, Ewan McLeod, Lanark. 2, Ben King, Mulgai Bearsden. 3, Blair McKean, Bells Hill. 4, Keane Smith from City of Glasgow. 5, Cameron Craney, Cumbernauld. 6, Jake Holmes, City of Glasgow. 7, Logan van der Meulen, Stirling Swim. 8, Guy Pelosi, City of Glasgow. And 9, Ewan Mitchell, East Kilbride. And it's Jake Holmes after a very fast start there, 27.27 in lane 6. Start from Jake. Looks as if it's Ben King in 2nd at the moment, the Bulgarian Bearsden swimmer. 2. Jake Holmes looking very strong. He's really taken this one on. As we come to the 100-metre mark. 57.32. So that's a couple of seconds quicker than the fastest time so far over the first 100. So Jake Holmes looking very good just now. Still in 2nd. It's Ben King. It's very close for 3rd. I think that'll be determined in the final 25 metres. A few swimmers bunched up there between lanes 2, 4 and 5. But it will be Jake Holmes who takes this one. Oh no, still 150. Still 50 to go. My apologies. 129.47 there, so 3 seconds now, quicker than the previous heat. Having a strong 25 here. Over in lane 4 is Keane Smith. And Keane moving into a clear second position now. Looks as if third place is Cameron Craney. But Jake Holmes holding on to that lead right to the end there. 2:01.48 for Jake Holmes. 2:03.41 for Keane Smith in second, and Royce Congelis came through in the end there, lane 0, 2:06.48 for Royce.
Okay, and we move on to Heat 5, Lane 0, Connor Stewart, Sterling Swim, 1, Kyle Wong, City of Glasgow, 2, Rory Young, City of Glasgow, 3, Gregor Skinner, Bowness, 4, Jack Simpson, East Kilbride, 5, Max Pelosi, City of Glasgow, 6, Adam Curry, North Ayrshire, 7, Ben Montgomery, Sterling Swim, no swimmer in lane 8, and 9, Finlay Nelson, Dumfries. And the early first turn there, sorry, after the first 50, it's Max Pelosi, City of Glasgow, 26.96. So that's about half a second faster than the previous heat. But in behind Max, Jack Simpson. And after a good turn there, Jack Simpson's got himself ahead of the field as they come up to the 100 metres. And Jack's turn there, 57.03. Jack continues to be challenged by Max Pelosi. As they come up to the turn, it is Jack, followed by Max. Very close in behind those two boys, however. Lane 2 swimming well. Gregor Skinner. Looks like he's got himself into third. And as the boys turn and go into the final 50 metres of their race, it is still the East Kilbride swimmer, Jack Simpson, ahead of Max Pelosi alongside him. But this is going to be a battle as they come up to the final turn and both head for home. Can Jack keep Max at bay? Jack's had a good turn there, is about half a body length ahead. Can he keep that going? As we come in, it looks like he will just get the touch there. Indeed he has, 1:58.96, followed by Max Pelosi, 1:59.16, and in behind them, Rory Young, 2:03.07. Rory from City of Glasgow, there in lane 2.
Okay, this is our 6th and final heat. 0, Ruben Kelly, Dumfries. 1, Lewis Hammond, City of Glasgow. 2, Alex Meyer from University of Stirling. 3, Scott Fleming, East Kilbride. 4, Peter Allen, University of Stirling. 5, Michael Flynn, City of Glasgow. 6, Murray Pritchard, City of Glasgow. 7, Rafe Dobson from University of Stirling. 8, Robert Burgess, City of Glasgow. And 9, Kai Conley, City of Glasgow. Cracking start there by Peter Allen, University of Stirling swimmer, out in 25.75. So that's over a second quicker than the quickest we've seen so far. So Peter Allen, 21-year-old, in that green cap there, well out in front. Coming up to the 100-metre point. Also going well in 5, just outside him, Michael Flynn. He's a fairly clear second at this stage. A few swimmers bunched up for thirds. And Michael Flynn looking to make a move here over this 25, maybe just making up a little bit of ground here on Peter. But a good turn there, and Peter spots that danger. Also coming up well now in lane 2, Alex Mayer. He looks as if he's moved into a clear third spot. 1:23.67 there at the 150 mark. And now Michael is going to try and challenge that lead as he comes to his final turn here. And there's really not much in it between these two boys now. So it's Peter Allen, Michael Flynn, 1-2. Again, a very good turn there by Peter Allen. Just staying clear there as he comes towards the flags and towards his finish. And Peter Allen will take that one in a time of 1:53.06, just behind Michael Flynn, 1:53.75. And Alex Mayer, 1:57.14 in third. Now we move on to the girls' 200-metre freestyle.
So event 304, first of heat of 6 of the girls 15 and over 200 metre freestyle. Heat 1, lane 3, Catherine Simpson, South Ayrshire. 4, Charlotte Glover, Bells Hill Sharks. 5, Emily Dickens, City of Glasgow. And 6, Katie Watson, City of Glasgow. And after the first 25, it's Emily Dickens, the 15-year-old from City of Glasgow. Just got herself ahead of the field. Very close in behind her, her fellow teammate, Katie Watson. And not much to call between Catherine Simpson and Charlotte Glover there, but I think it was Catherine Simpson that just turned ahead of the Bells Hill Shark swimmer. Just take a moment away from the pool just to announce the results for event 302. The girls' 15-year-old 400 IM. In first place, Susie McNair, Stirling Swim. Second, Heidi Wren, City of Glasgow. And third, Ailey Robertson, South Ayrshire. Girls 16-year-olds 400 IM. In first place, Lexine McCappin, Falkirk. Second, Amy McLeod, City of Glasgow. And third, Kirsty Gilmore, Hamilton. Girls 17 and over 400 IM. In first place, Hannah Edmonston, City of Glasgow. Second, Kira Davidson, City of Glasgow. And third, Ella Stevenson, City of Glasgow. And we look back into the pool, and it is Emily Dickens who has moved away from the field. Well, last at the pool, she got a small lead there, but she's moved ahead of her fellow teammate Katie Watson, who's in second, establishing her lead on the field this morning. In third place is Catherine Simpson. And then the 15-year-old from Bells Hill Shark, Charlotte Glover, in behind her. Right. There's no doubt whose race this is. It's Emily Dickens from City of Glasgow. Her entry time 2:31.20. Significant improvement on that. 2:17.81 is her finishing time. Katie Watson finishes second in 2:26.22. And in third place, Catherine Simpson, 2:27.26. So girls will all be pleased with that. All improvements on their entry times this morning as we move on to Heat 2.
This is Heat 2, lane 0, Samantha Garner, red 96. 1, Ayla Haney, Dumfries. 2, Caitlin Hamilton, Lanark. 3, Ailey McNair, Mogai Bearsden. 4, Erin Hammond, South Ayrshire. 5, Zoe Matchett, North Ayrshire. 6, Holly Hopkins, South Ayrshire. And lane 8, Amelie Hack from Scotia. Good start by Ailey McNair in lane 3. 31.03 over that first 50 metres, so a second quicker than Heat 1. Pretty close for a second at the moment. It was Samantha Garner was just nicking that over the first 50. All to swim for in several of the lanes here. Mix of ages here from 15 through to 18 in this heat. But really taking this one on is Ailey McNair. 107.28 at the 100 mark. So again, maintaining that second lead over heat 1. And it's really close for second place just now. Lanes 1, 3, and 5. So Samantha, Ailey, and Zoe all locked together just now. O'Gine, Bearsden, 15-year-old here, Ailey McNair has taken this one on right from the start, and she's built up a healthy lead here. 1:45.12 at the 150, just slowed a little bit over that last 50 metres. Possibly just feeling a little bit tired in the arms now. Moving up into second place in lane 5, Zoe Matchett from North Ayrshire. So it's Ailey McNair, Zoe Matchett. Looks like third place could be Caitlin Hamilton from Lanark. But Ailey McNair won't be caught now. Ailey's entry is 2:28.20, so she's going to smash that time. We've not got a time on the board yet, we'll just find out what that is in a minute. It's 2:22.24 for Ailey McNair. Zoe Matchett, 2:27.16 in second, and 2:30.00 for Caitlin Hamilton in third.
And we move on to Heat 3, Lane 0, Abigail Hill, Milngine Bearsden. There are no swimmers in lanes 1 and 2. Lane 3, Jessica Murdoch, South Ayrshire. 4, Julie Dunn, South Ayrshire. 5, Evie Judge, Kintyre. 6, Thea Glenn, City of Glasgow. 7, Cassie Wiper, City of Glasgow. 8, Anna McCulloch, Kilmarnock. And no swimmer in lane 9. And it's lane 5, Evie Judge from the Kintyre. He turns first there in 31.41. A little bit slower than the previous heat, but there is a long way to go. And as we come up to the turn here after 75 metres, not a lot to call between the girls in lanes 4, 5 and 6. I think it is the South Ayrshire swimmer Julie Dunn is just moving ahead. As she comes up to the turn, and in behind her will be the City of Glasgow swimmer in lane 6. And it is Thea Glenn that turned first there, 1:07.11. So they've picked up the pace a little bit compared to the previous heat. We come up to the turn here. Julie Dunn and Thea Glenn turning together almost. Thea got the turned just ahead of Julie in 1:43.82. So they've now picked up the pace. They are faster than the previous heat at this stage. As the girls turn and head for home, it is Thea Glenn who's got herself ahead of the field. A battle going on for second. We've got Evie Judge, Julie Dunn, Cassie Wiper, but I think it was Evie Judge that got that there. Indeed. So Thea Glenn, 2:20.03. Evie Judge, 2:21.34. And in behind them, Cassie Wiper, 2:21.50. Just wait for that to be confirmed. There it is. Thea Glenn, Evie Judge, Cassie Wiper, 1, 2, and 3.
Now into heat 4. In 0, Emma Leggett, Hamilton. 1, Perry Scobie, Stirling Swim. 2, Ayla Cochrane, City of Glasgow. 3, Millie MacArthur, Lanark. 4, Emma Craney, Cumbernauld. 5, Eva Gordon, Stirling Swim. 6, Lexi McCappin, Falkirk. 7, Melissa Turnbull, Stirling Swim. 8, Georgia Dickey from Dumfries. And 9, Sophie Hardy from Stranraer. Very close over the first 50. Looks at lane 4, Emma Craney. Just in front there, 30.65. Just behind her in lane 1, Perry Scobie. Next to Perry, Emma Leggett. Very close, but there's a few girls here. Had strong starts, so we'll see how this pans out as the race progresses. Moving up now is in lane 6, Lexi McCappin. Looks like she might be just moving into second spot. Still out in front is Emma Craney. 1:04.52. That's the quickest we've seen so far. About 3 seconds quicker than the previous heat, so Emma is going very well. But it is very close here. It's starting to bunch up a little bit and just moving up into the leads in lane 6. Lexi McCappin, or maybe Emma might have grabbed that back again. It's between these two though. So the 1:15 mark it is. Lexi McCappin, just half a second ahead now. Lexi over Emma Craney. And in third, Melissa Turnbull. So 4 seconds quicker than the previous heat. So a good strong swim here. Lexine's entry, 2:17.80. So she's looking good for that time. So Lexine again finding a bit more at the finish here as well. So Lexi McCappin will take this one. So Lexine takes it, 2:13.27. 4 seconds quicker than entry there. Second, Georgia Dickey. Good strong finish there, 2:14.72. And third, Emma Craney, 2:15.11. That's our 1, 2, 3. Now on to heat 5.
And heat 5, lane 0, Emma McGavin, Hamilton Baths. 1, Victoria Niven, City of Glasgow. 2, Safrina Machin, City of Glasgow. 3, Sarah Stewart, Milngine Bears Den. 4, Grace Noonans, Milngine Bears Den. 5, Louise Connell, City of Glasgow. 6, Caris Mooney, City of Glasgow. 7, Zoe Crawford, Falkirk. 8, Rosie Liston, City of Glasgow. And 9, Heather Stewart, North Ayrshire. And the girls are faster after the first 50 there. Turning time was 30.56. Milngine Bears Den swimmer Sarah Stewart got herself ahead of the field at the moment. Close in behind her, Safrina Machin from City of Glasgow. In lane 2. Also swimming well, lane 7, Zoe Crawford from Falkirk. Yeah. So as the girls come down to the halfway point, it is Sarah Stewart still out in front, I think, but after a good turn there, the Falkirk swimmer Zoe Crawford is now leading the field. Can Sarah respond? Zoe Crawford turns first, and it's now lane 6. Caris Mooney has got herself up into second. 3 girls vying for third place there. Sarah Falkirk otter swimmer Zoe Crawford first. Caris Mooney second, and it was Safrina Machin who touched third there after that battle for third place. Zoe Crawford 2:13.53. And we move on to the final heat of this event.
Okay, this is 6th and final heat. Lane 0, Ciara Steriker, South Ayrshire. 1, Hannah Edmondson, City of Glasgow. 2, Stella McCarty, City of Glasgow. 3, Cara Gordon, Stirling Swim. 4, Drew Mackenzie, City of Glasgow. 5, Isabel Wood. And 6, Susan McNair, both Stirling Swim. 7, Ella Stevenson. 8, Heidi Wren. 9, Talia Blackley, all City of Glasgow. Quickest on paper is Drew Mackenzie. Just over the 2-minute mark on entry, and she is first at the moment, 28.43, so a couple of seconds quicker than the fastest we've seen so far. But Isabel Wood next to her is also going very well and not too far behind at all. Third place at the moment, lane 6, Susie McNair, so looks like this will be a good race. Drew about 6 seconds clear on entry, but doesn't always work out that way on the race, in the races themselves. But she is just starting to stretch out a little bit now at the halfway mark, 59.07. So the first we've seen under a minute here over the first 100 metres. So Drew Mackenzie now with a clear lead. And Isabel Wood in second. Susan McNair third. So City of Glasgow swimmer, Drew. Well out in front now at the 150 mark. 1:30.54. Isabel Wood 1:35.03, and Susie McNair 1:37. So a couple of seconds behind Susie, but there's some other girls challenging her. Over in lane 3, Cara Gordon, and next to her, Stella McCarty are not too far behind here, so they're trying to challenge for that third place. But way out in front now, Drew Mackenzie. Will she challenge that 2-minute mark? Possibly not, just outside. Drew Mackenzie takes it, 2:02.67 for Drew. And in second, Isabel Wood, 2:09.18. Third, Susie McNair, 2:11.02. That's our 1, 2, 3. Next event will be the boys' 100-metre butterfly.
Event 305, boys 15 and over 100-metre butterfly. We have 6 heats this morning, and this is heat 1. No swimmer, lane 2. Lane 3, Dylan McShane, City of Glasgow. 4, Daniel Convery, North Ayrshire. 5, Matthew Lees, Hamilton. And 6, Tyler Stewart, East Kilbride. As we come up to the first 50, not a lot to call between the boys. I think it is just Tyler Stewart who's just going to turn first there, and he does so in a time of, I beg your pardon, actually, it was Matthew Lees, 31.54. That's shown as turning first there. As we come down, the boys heading for home to finish their butterfly this morning. It is East Kilbride, Tyler Stewart, Daniel Covery, North Ayrshire in lane 4 in second. And the Hamilton Bath swimmer Matthew Lees in third. Tyler Stewart's time 1:07.75. His entry time 1:13.10, so that's a significant improvement. And
This is heat 2, lane 1, Matthew McEwen, Cumbernauld, 2 Ross Carswell, Lanark. Sorry, 1 Ross Carswell, Lanark, 2 Oliver Cairns, Cumbernauld, 3 Fraser Donaldson, Mackay Bearsden, 4 Alex Cumming, Bells Hill, 5 Finlay Watson, East Kilbride, 6 Matthew Campbell, Isla and Jura, 7 Lucas Kong, City of Glasgow, 8 Zach Jeffrey, Ren 96, and 9 Iklavia Singh from Scotia. Good start in 3, Fraser Donaldson. 30.86, so almost a second quicker than heat 1 there from Fraser. In second place, Alex Cumming in lane 4. It looks as if he's been overtaken now by Zach Jeffrey in 8. So going into the final turn, Fraser Donaldson looking strong here, the Mackay Bearsden swimmer. Making a burst now over in lane 0, Matthew McEwen. Cumbernauld swimmer coming right up here towards the finish. But Fraser Donaldson will take this. Just wait for confirmation of that time. Fraser Donald takes it 1:05.05 for Fraser. Second, Zach Jeffrey, 1:08.17. Third, beg your pardon, we'll switch that round. Fraser Donaldson, Matthew McEwen, then Zach Jeffrey, 1, 2, 3.
And we turn to heat 3, no swimmer lane 0. 1, Harry Keogh, Ren 96. 2, Fraser McIntosh, East Kilbride. 3, Alex Black, Bowness. 4, Rogers Congillis, City of Glasgow. 5, Caden McLaughlin, Scotia. 6, Callum McLaughlin, City of Glasgow. 7, Matthew Martin, Renfrew Bath. 8, Jack Doherty Simpson, Scotia. And 9, Aaron Steele, East Kilbride. And at the halfway mark, it is Rogers Congillis from City of Glasgow in lane 4, turned there in a time of 30.29. But there isn't a lot to call. These boys pretty much in a line as they come up to the final turn and head for home. This guy's going to be a battle to the end. Difficult to call here. Rogers, Alex Black, Bowness. Rogers, Alex Black battling there. Look to the scoreboard to see it was Rogers that got the touch there, 1:05.01, and Alex Black 1:05.05 in second. And over in lane 7, Matthew Martin, no, beg your pardon, I'll correct that. Rogers Congillis 1, Alex Black 2, Alan McLaughlin 3.
This is heat 4, lane 0, Cameron Gill, Grangemouth. 1, Luca Fermis, Dumfries. 2, Benji Jeffries, South Ayrshire. 3, Cameron Bruce, Lanark. 4, Rory Webster, Dumfries. 5, Ethan Stewart, Hamilton. 6, Ben Montgomery, Stirling Swim. 7, Logan Smith from Motherwell, Wisha. 8, Kyle Wong, City of Glasgow. And 9, Thomas Ingalls, Western Bartonshire. Cracking start in lane 4 here, Rory Webster. 28.60 for Rory over that first 50. That's the quickest we've seen so far, by about a second and a half. All to swim for second. Pretty close here between lanes 5 and 7. Ethan and Logan. Going to the Final turn here, still looking very strong. Rudy Webster, the free swimmer. Rudy's entry 103.22. So he'll be challenging that time here. And Rudy Webster takes it, 101.72 for Rudy. Second, Kyle Wong, 10. We'll just wait for confirmation of this. Bruce Cameron second, 103.18, and Kyle Wong 104.14 in thirds.
And heat 5, lane 0, Yusuf Bitu. 1, Robson Miles. 2, Max Pelosi. 3, Matthew Garrity. 4, Aidan Kay. 5, Robert Burgess, all City of Glasgow. 6, Dylan Cashmore, South Ayrshire. 7, Cameron Shaw, Grangemouth. 8, David Landman, City of Glasgow. And 9, Fraser Baird, Scotia. And at the 50-metre mark, it is lane 4. Aidan Kay turns there in a time of 27 dead. Behind him, Robert Burgess, 27.73, and then Matthew Garrity, 27.80. So the 3 City of Glasgow boys leading the field at the halfway mark as they turn and head for home. It is still Aidan Kay leading the field. Challenging him, Robert Burgess. But I don't think he's going to catch Aidan, and it is Aidan who touches first, followed by Robert Burgess, followed by Matthew Garrity. Time there for Aidan Kay, 58.39, Robert Burgess, 59.19, and Matthew Garrity, 1:00.24. And that's that confirmed. Aidan Kay, Robert Burgess, Matthew Garrity.
Okay, this is our sixth and final heat. 0 Adam Scott, round 96. 1 Rory Young, City of Glasgow. 2 Murray Pritchard, City of Glasgow. 3 Peter Allen, University of Stirling. 4 Rudy McKinnon, City of Glasgow. 5 Lewis Hammond, City of Glasgow. 6 Josh Press, University of Stirling. 7 Scott Fleming, East Kilbride. 8 Lewis Lawler from City of Glasgow. And 9 Michael Finn from City of Glasgow. Rudy McKinnon's had a good start here. 25.44, that's the quickest so far. Looks very close on paper between lanes 3, 4 and 5, all in 55 seconds on entry. But going really well here. In lane 6 is Josh Press as well. He's right up there. But it is Rudy McKinnon just a fraction ahead in lane 4 over Peter Allen in 3. And it's going to go right to the wire here. Who's going to get the touch? And the finish here is going to be Peter Allen, 53.38. Rudy McKinnon, 55.58. And third, 55.77 is Josh Press. Great race, lads.
Event 306, girls 15 and over 100 butterfly. We have 4 heats this morning, and this is heat 1. No swimmer lane 0. 1, Kira Hart, Scotia. 2, Evie Judge, Kintyre. 3, Thea Glenn, City of Glasgow. 4, Caris Mooney, City of Glasgow. 5, Sophie Steele, South Ayrshire. 6, Victoria Grabowska, West Dunbartonshire. 7, Rebecca Cole, Hamilton Baths. 8, Anna McCulloch, Kilmarnock. And 9, Caitlin Frame, Grangemouth. And at the halfway mark, it is the West Dunbartonshire swimmer. I think, no, she turned second. Caris Mooney, 33.53. At the turn there. Caris over in lane 4. Rebecca Cole swimming well. In lane 7, I think she turned second there. Closely followed by the West Dunbartonshire swimmer. We also have to watch lane 9, however. Caitlin Frame swimming well. She's got herself into second. Can she catch Caris Mooney? It's going right to the wire, but it was Caris there, followed by Caitlin Frame. Caris's time 1:11.49. Caitlin Frame 1:11.87, and in behind her Rebecca Cole 1:14.26. Wait for the board to confirm those finishing order. And there we go, Caris Mooney, Caitlin Frame and Rebecca Cole.
This is heat 2, lane 0, Kerry Sinnott, Bellsill. 1, Safina Machin, City of Glasgow. 2, Lucy McNally, South Ayrshire. 3, Emma Leggett, Hamilton. 4, Georgia Reid, City of Glasgow. 5, Emma Barrowman from Stranraer. 6, Phoebe Murdoch, South Ayrshire. 7, Talia Blackley. 8, Cassie Wiper. 9, Hannah Edmondson, all City of Glasgow. Good start in lane 1, Safina Machin. She's just a fraction ahead of Emma Leggett as she comes up to the halfway mark here. And Safina touches there, 32.71 at the halfway mark, so quickest we've seen so far. But right up with her is Emma Leggett, also going well in 7 is Talia Blackley. That's her 1, 2, 3 at the moment. And in the final turn, there's really nothing in it between these 3 girls. Let's see, still Safina Machin just by a fraction there, going into the final turn, and she's had a good turn there. It's moving a little bit ahead, possibly about half a body length up now. Emma Leggett's still looking strong for second, but she's making a charge towards the finish. And could she take this at the end? Well, she does, I think. We'll wait for confirmation of this. A few of the times are going on the board, and it is Safina Machin who takes that one, 1:10.91. Emma Leggett, 1:11.00. And in third, Georgia Reid, 1:12.01. That's our official result. 1, 2, 3.
And we move on to heat 3, lane 0, Louise Connell, City of Glasgow. 1, Saskia Wade, City of Glasgow. 2, Amy McLeod, City of Glasgow. No swimmer, lane 3. 4, Kira Davidson, City of Glasgow. 5, Lexine McCappin, Falkirk. 6, Ella Stevenson, City of Glasgow. 7, Heather Lees, City of Glasgow. 8, Georgia Dickey, Dumfries. And 9, Abby Barnstable, Lanark. And at the halfway mark, it is Saskia Wade, 17-year-old from City of Glasgow, who is leading the field. She turned there in 31.55, so it's faster than the previous heat. But she is being challenged by lanes 7 and 8, Heather Lees and Georgia Dickey, as the girls turn and head for home. I think Saskia's still got the lead, but lane 8 swimming well, a good turn there. She's certainly challenging for first place. Can she catch Saskia? And it looks like she may well do that. It is going to come down to the touch, and it was. The swimmer from lane 8, Georgia Dickey, 1:07.81. Lexine McCappin, 1:08.17. And Saskia Wade, 1:08.63. And that's that confirmed. Your 1, 2, and 3 from heat 3.
Okay, this is our fourth and final heat. Lane 0, Amber Stevenson, South Ayrshire. 1, Rosie Liston, City of Glasgow. 2, Susie McNair, Stirling Swim. 3, Isabel Wood, Stirling Swim. 4, Stella McCarty. 5, Drew Mackenzie. 6, Heidi Wren, all City of Glasgow. 7, Zoe Crawford, Falkirk. 8, Kirsty Gilmore, Hamilton. 9, Emma Craney from Cumbernauld. Looks like a cracker, this one on paper, between Stella McCarty and Drew Mackenzie. Almost identical entry times. But out in front at the moment is Drew Mackenzie, 29.86 over the first 50. So Drew with the clear lead. Pretty close in second though, between lanes 3, 4 and 6. So going to the final turn, Drew well ahead. It looks as if it could be Isabel Wood, possibly in second place at the moment. And he is moving up here now. Taking this one is Drew Mackenzie, 102.17 for Drew Mackenzie. Second, Stella McCarty, 104.41. Heidi Wren, third, 105.44. Just wait for final confirmation of these times. So Drew Mackenzie, Stella McCarty, Heidi Wren is our 1, 2, 3 in that heat.
Event 307, the boys 15 and over, 50 metre freestyle. We have 9 heats. Lane 1, Daniel Convery. 2, Matthew Campbell. 3, Dylan McShane. No swimmer, lane 4. 5, Rory Hall. 6, Alexander Kloska. 7, Ewan McMahon. And 8, Freddie Hughes. And after the turn there is Daniel Convery, the North Ayrshire swimmer, who I think is going to touch first. Indeed he does, followed by lane 3, Dylan McShane. So Dylan's, just wait for the times to be confirmed, but it looked like Daniel's time 27.68, Dylan McShane 28.30, and Alexander Kloska 28.82. That's your 1, 2 and 3 for the first of 9 heats.
This is heat 2, 0 through to 9. Leonardo Sturria in 0, 2, Aidan Thompson, and then 3, 2 to 9 is Jamie Gilchrist, Lewis Graham, Lucas Kong, Callum Trainer, Aaron Steele, Samuel Beetham, and Aaron Dunn. Pretty close at the moment, possibly lane 2. Aidan Thompson, but coming right through now in lane 6. Callum Trainer, I think Callum might get this one in the touch, and he does. 27.38 for Callum Trainer. Aaron Dunn second, 28.22. Third, Lewis Graham, 28.38.
Heat 3, empty lane 0, 1 Ross McGee, Alfie Churches, Ewan Wardlaw, Logan Smith, Harris Japp, Matthew McEwen, Ross Carswell, Adam Money and Eklava Singh. And at the turn, very tight now too, quite difficult to call there. But I think it's possibly lane 6, Matthew McEwen and Ross McGee challenging him there over in lane 1. And it is lane 6 that gets that in a time of 27.11. And behind him, Ross McGee, 27.47, and Harris Japp, 27.69.
This is Heat 4, Z through to 9, Benjamin Jones, Luke Garner, Rory Young, Lewis McDonald, Rory Calvert, Jack Bath, Nathan Lilly, Alex Cumming, Yusuf Ibrahim and Gavin Roberts. Looks like possibly lane 2. Rory Young, the City of Glasgow swimmer, and he's had a very good race here and he's going to take this one. Rory Young takes it, 26.19. Second, Rory Calvert, 26.47. Third, Yusuf Ibrahim, 27.27.
Heat 5, lane 0, Luca Firmus, Ewan Mitchell, John Thompson, empty lane 3, Cameron Shaw, Benji Jeffries, Matthew Martin, David Traynor, Andras Posmic, and Caden McLaughlin. And after the turn, lane 0, Lucas Firmus, I think. Had a good turn there, but he's definitely being challenged in the centre of the pool. Lane 4, Cameron Shaw. I think it's Cameron just got that, 26.74. And in behind him, David Traynor, 26.88. And in third, Caden McLaughlin. There we go, 27.05. That's the times and placings confirmed.
This is Heat 5. Heat 6, sorry. Cole Morrison, Mark Watchorn, Ethan Stewart, Kai Connolly, Ewan McLeod, Cameron Bruce, Lewis Husson, Rudy Webster, Mikhailo Hanazarov, and Callum McLaughlin. Very close this one. Could be lane 2, Ethan Stewart. Could be lane 3, Kai Connolly. Who gets it then? It's Ethan Stewart, 26.40. Kai Connolly, 26.45. Callum McLaughlin, 26.72.
And Heat 7, lane 0, Kyle Wong, Blair McKean, Finley Sang, Connor Stewart, Ben Montgomery, Keane Smith, Jack Simpson, Gregor Skinner, Ruben Kelly and Adam Thompson. Oh, not much to call at the turn there as the boys all appear to turn together. So the battle is now on as they all head for home. Really difficult to call this one from where I'm sitting, but it looks like it might be lane 3. But no, in fact, I'm going to wait for the scoreboard to confirm, just to get the finishing order there. Wait for the official results, I think. And we're not going to get those.
This is Heat 8 from 1 through to 9. Robert Burgess, Adam Curry, Marcus Blake, Ben King, Robson Miles, Magnus Morris, Alex Black, Fraser Baird and Cameron Gill. possibly lane 5, Robson Miles. And I think it is, as he just nudges up now towards the finish. And Robson will take this. 24.79 for Robson. Adam Curry, 25.20 in second. Marcus Blake, 25.40 in third.
Heat 9, Jake Holmes, Aidan Kay, Sam Pease, Murray Pritchard, Rory McKinnon, Jack McMillan, Lewis Hammond, Yusuf Bitu, Dylan Cashmore and Logan van der Meulen. And there is nothing between the boys at the turn, but after that, in the centre of the pool, lane 5, Jack McMillan, University of Stirling. It's his race, and he finishes there in the time of 21.91, I think. Rory McKinnon in the second, 23.17, and Sam Pease, 23.88 are your 1, 2, and 3. As that completes event 307, and it's now the turn of the girls. 50-meter freestyle, event 308.
This is now the girls' 50-metre freestyle, lanes 4 through to 8. Katie Watson, Zoe Matchett, Connie Heron, Jenna Weir and Emma Imrie. Quickest time here on entry is Katie Watson, 31.72. Looks as if it's Zoe Matchett, just a fraction in the lead here. And Zoe Matchett's going to take it. 31.37 for Zoe.
Heat 2, lane 0, Amelie Hack, Lauren Peckover, Ayla Hannay, Robin Vass, empty lane 4, Thea Glenn, Amy Weir, Samantha Gardner, empty lane 8, 9, Georgia Reed. And at the turn, North Ayrshire swimmer, Lauren Peckover, had a good turn there. I think she's just ahead of the field, but she's being challenged in by lane 5. Thea Glenn from City of Glasgow, and I think it's going to be Thea that's going to get this. It is indeed, and Thea's time there, 30.64. Georgia Reed swam well. I think she gets seconds there, 31.02, and Robin Vars, 31.09. That's your 1, 2, and 3.
This is seat 3. Lucy McLeod, Emily Dickens, Holly Hopkins. No lane 3, Kerry Sinnott, Jocelyn McKenzie, Lucy Robinson, Jenna Murphy, Katie Caldwell, Emma Barrowman. Looks like lane 1 at the moment. City of Glasgow swimmer, Emily Dickens in front. Alongside her, Lucy McLeod going well as well. She looks like she's in second. Emily's going to take this. 28.92 for Emily Dickens. Second, Lucy McLeod, 29.91. Third, Kerry Sinnott, 30.1.
And heat 4, lane 0, Abigail Hill, Ayla Cochran, Caitlin Hamilton, Anna McCulloch, Rowan McDonald, Erin Collins, Victoria Niven, Sophie Hardy, Lucy McNally, and Ava McDermott. And the girls turn pretty much in a line there, but over in lane 0, Abigail Hill, just ahead of the field, I think at the turn, but she's definitely being challenged as the girls come into the closing stages. And Sophie Hardy, lane 7, she got the touch there. Good second half of a swim for her there. Sophie's time 29.72. Anna McCulloch 29.97 and Abigail Hill 30.13. 1, 2 and 3.
This is heat 5, 0 through to 9. Lucy Nimmo, Zuzia Smith, Abby Barnstable, Iona Henderson, Sophie Steele, Sophie Gibson, Georgia Dickey, Ailey McNair, Catherine Taylor, Emily Taylor. Very close at the halfway mark, possibly lane 4. Sophie Steele, also going well over in lane 2. Abby Barnstable. Abby might just nick this one. It's between her and Sophie at the finish. Sophie Steele takes it, 29.23 for Sophie, 29.30, just 100th behind, or 700 behind. Abby, and in third, Sophie Gibson, 29.56.
And heat 6, lane 0, Lauren Stewart, Catherine Simpson, Caitlin Frame, Tara Montgomery, Victoria Grabowska, Rebecca Cole, Amy McLeod, Phoebe Murdoch, Erin Hammond, empty lane 9. Girls come up to the turn. Centre pretty much in a line there. So, what have they all got to get themselves home first? It's like it's the centre of the pool. Victoria's just got the head. Can she keep that? Got the lead? I think she did. She touched there in a time of 29.00. Behind her, Rebecca Cole, 29.06. And in third, Caitlin Frame, 29.25. Disqualification in lane 1 for a technical infraction.
This is heat 7, 0 through to 9. Evie Judge, Sabrina Machin, Emma Leggett, Carla Brawley, Sarah Stewart, Kira Davidson, Emily Fox, Kirsty Gilmer, Heather Stewart, and Perry Scobie. Too close to tell at the moment, but 4 girls in the line there. Possibly Kira Davidson, but it's really pretty close. Right across the pool, also going well over in lane 3. Carla Brewery is going to get the touch. It is Kira Davidson who gets it, 28.75. Carla Brewery, 28.92. Heather Stewart, 28.95. That's our 1, 2, 3.
And the final heat of this morning, lane 0, Tiana Greenshield, Zoe Crawford, Amber Stevenson, Grace Noonan, Kiera Sterica, Saskia Wade, Melissa Turnbull, Julie Dunn, Millie MacArthur and Stella McCarty. And after the turn, it's the South Ayrshire swimmer, Kiera Sterica, who has got herself ahead of the field. Don't think she's going to be caught in the closing stages here. Alongside her, Saskia Wade, it takes second, and third it goes to Melissa Turnbull. So Kira's time 28.609, Saskia 27.20, and Melissa 27.80. And that concludes the racing for this morning.
Okay, that concludes the races for this morning. Before we read the final results, thank you to all for joining us on the live stream this morning. We'll be back this afternoon. And I'm just trying to find out what the time is for this afternoon. 12:30. The racing will start later on. So thank you for joining us on live stream. And we will now announce some of the results before we finish the session.